Hi, hey, ho, he, ha. Good evening from London, England, or should I say good morning, or is it good afternoon, or in some cases, is it good night? From your host, your guy, the one and only and truly DLG repping. That's DLG repping. You can see a picture of me here. Yeah. Delhi, London, Guna. Space, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Papa, Indigo, November. So here's the review of Burnley nil, Arsenal 1. And they said the other way around. So I'm going to be coming in with the player ratings, the management ratings, the manager rating, the referee, and the fans. So having watched only 60 minutes of that game, missing over a half hour of that game, I feel that Arsenal were superb in the first half. They look sharper. The passing was quicker. The style of play and with the passing was the style of play. The way that we passed the ball was a lot quicker. Movement was sharp. Defensively, we were solid, and throughout the whole game, we were solid. Especially in the second half, we were poor. I mean, in fact, the first half, we were probably a little bit more quicker with the ball. They were just tamed, lazy, tired passes from certain players. I'm going to name them and give them their ratings. Defensively, we were solid. I would have personally gone with Tomiyasu as a centre-half to deal with Woods and Ashley Barnes and have Chambers at right-back. But, he's gone with Ben White and Gabriel and Tomiyasu at right-back, and I thought he was superb. I thought the performance was superb. No, not superb. Another okay-ish performance. Again, for me, it's just another 1-0. Job done. And yes, we've got the 3 points. And yes, it sets us up nicely for the North London derby. We beat Tottenham. We're a point level with them, but we're not going to go above them on goal difference unless we have an incredible goal swing, which I cannot see for the life of me. Looking at the performance, yeah, second half, Burnley were much sharper and much more up for it in the first 20. They dominate. I think they were up for it in the first 25. I think they dominated the first 25 for that second half, and we just couldn't get out. We just couldn't get on with it. We just couldn't find our rhythm. And for me, it's the way Burnley come out in that second half. The way Arsenal came out in that second half is like the first couple of minutes of that second half. And let me tell you something. It's like we were going to concede. And it wouldn't surprise me because we've done that a number of times. Times and times and times again. We got away with murder. And I'll tell you something. Oh, Lord. Let me just get into the player ratings. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale. I'll tell you what. I'm giving them a solid 8.5 out of 10. Absolutely terrific. He commanded his area. He owned his area. He owned the defence, and he made sure he let every one of these defenders know in front of him that this penalty area is my coliseum. I am the head of the table here, and no one disrespects me, disobeys. What I say goes. He came out for set pieces. He made a big save from Kanye, Burnley's record signing. And it was a vital save. And he got a good tackle in against, I think it was Ashley Barnes, where Ben White, he was terrible in that second half. He was shaky. Trouble with it. And he got him out of jail. Aaron Ramsdale, 8.5 out of 10. The right back, Tomiyasu. I'm going to pronounce his name again. Yeah? Takahiro Tomiyasu. What a performance. Stood up to the physical task of Burnley. Had Dwight McNeil, whatever his name, on his pocket. Kept him really quiet. And I hear reports, I've heard reports that he did really well against him. And just kept him as quiet as possible. Every challenge that was faced against him, he stood up to it well and he completed the task. Good job at right back, and I don't mind playing him at right back. If I'm being completely honest, I don't mind him playing centre half as long as I get someone who can do the job at right back position where he was at his best. And I'll tell you what, the test last week, those were saying the test will come when we get Burnley, and in my word, he passed with flying colours. And I mean, he passed with flying colours. Tomiyasu, 8.5 out of 10. Ben White, terrible. Absolute terrible performance, or bang average. Not good enough. He's ridiculous. Pass back, left he sold Aaron Ramsdale short. It's just that Aaron Ramsdale got out to the striker, whether it's Rodriguez or Ashley Barnes, and he got a foot in, and he won the ball. As the striker tried to shift the ball past him, he got the toe, and rightfully so. The referee went to the monitor to look at the VAR screen, and he got it right. So I don't have to be calling VAR very awful refereeing. Video assistant referee, that's what it stands for. And Anthony Taylor was right to rule out the penalty. Ben White, he was shaky all afternoon. And I'll tell you what, I like what Stricto said. Shout out to yourself, Stricto, from DLG Repping, yeah? I hope you're listening to this. My man says he's got Mustafi vibes. The way that he performed yesterday, he gives me Sebastian Scalacci vibes. Seriously, I was nervous watching him on the ball. Got bullied in the air on 3, 4, maybe 5 occasions, and that worried me alone. And I'll tell you something, yeah? Gabriel had to save his bacon countless amount of times. Ben White, poor. 3. I'm ruthless with my player ratings, and I'll give you good ratings when you perform. You did not perform. Next game, boy, if you're playing centre-half, which I wouldn't pick you for that North London derby, but if you are playing through Mikel whatever, I'll tell you something, you're going to have the game of your life. That North London derby is more or less the be-all end-all of our season. If you get picked, you best turn up and put in 100% shift. Seriously, it is that Burnley performance was not good enough. It's just that Tomiyasu or Gabriel Magalhaes have covered your backside. You don't need to be carried. No one gets carried in a North London derby in a red and white shirt. That North London derby's everything to us, Ben White. That means the world to us. Understand that. Anyway, moving on, Gabriel Magalhaes. Him, Ramsdale, or Tomiyasu for my Man of the Match award. I'll tell you something. What a job he done on Chris Woods. Didn't give him no breathing space. He didn't allow him to run things in the air. He matched him in the air, won the headers of him, defended superbly well, positioning was excellent, read the game for me, run that back 4 for me. I'm going to give him, I'll tell you what, I'm going to make him my Man of the Match. I'm going to give him a 9. because that was a big tester, and that was more superior to the test. That test was more superior than Norwich City at home. Obviously, that is the case. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. While I'm doing this, I forgot to say at the beginning, please help me by smashing the thumbs up like button, leaving your positive feedback in my comment section below, your opinions, etc. Smash the thumbs up like button, and viewers, you know the score, you know the drill. I command you to please subscribe to the channel. Please smash that subscribe button for me. Right, moving on to Kieran Tierney. Defensively, yeah, he was sound. I thought he had a steady game. Not one of his better games, definitely. Going forward, yeah, I didn't see enough for me in that game to suggest that he was going to cause problems to that Burnley defence with his crossing. I'm going to have to give him a 5. I don't sound like Ty. Before anyone else says anything. Nah, shout out to yourself, Ty. Always keeping it optimistic. Right, the two pivotal in the midfield. Well, the one pivotal in the midfield. Thomas Partey, excellent in that midfield. The way that he sprays the passes, those defensive cutting passes forwardly. I like the way he bossed the midfield as well. On his own, I would have gone with Albert Sambi Lokonga and him to sit in the midfield and do the job. And that's the two that I will go with in the North London derby when I do my preview on Saturday. So keep your eyes peeled. I can't wait for that preview. And before we talk about that preview, we've got to give AFC Wimbledon their due respects, because we've got them on Wednesday. So Tuesday preview, and I'll be picking a team that I would go with. Anyway, Thomas Partey, he stood up to every challenge. He was strong on the ball. Didn't lose the ball in dangerous situation. Yeah, he was part of that little group that played out from the back, but very careful with the ball, and he looked after it well as his interceptions. I'm going to give him an 8. I'm going to move on to the wingers. Bukayo Saka, poor. Just poor or bang average. I didn't see enough of him to influence the game. And when he did go forward, when he's in the final third, his final ball was so disappointing. Just so disappointing. It really frustrated me, because I expect Bukayo Saka to open the defence with a ball through the needle needle through the eye, and I just didn't see that. Eye through the needle, should I say. Yeah, he let me down with his end product. For me, I'm going to give him... No, Pepe. I'm going to talk about Pepe because he played on the right-hand side of the attack. And again, he flatters to deceive again. And I'm fed up with it, if I'm being honest. He's got the talent, I don't know where his best position... I think his best position is on the left than it is on the right. But again, one thing with Pepe, he's end product again. And his decision-making, poor. And I thought his performance was bang average. 5. In the midfield, Emile Smith-Rowe. Not enough for me. Looked like he was missing from the majority of the game. And I thought the management was right to take him off. Didn't see enough of him. I'm going to give him a 4. The other guy, Martin Odegaard. Yeah, he started off the first half brightly, and then he faded away in the second half, I think. Worked tirelessly hard, which I expect for someone who was once signed by Real Madrid as a 15-year-old. But What a sublime free kick. Top bins. Can't complain about that. But other than that, his performance in that game, all okay in places, but he could do a lot better. I'm going to give him a 6. Yeah, Bukayo Saka, I didn't see enough for him at all. Defensively, I didn't see him track back to help Kieran Tierney out when he should be. He's playing on the left-hand side, and I think Tierney could scream at him to get back and do some more work on the defensive side of things. But other than that, he should take the initiative and know when Kieran Tierney's up against it. Yeah, Bukayo Saka, he looked a little bit tired. I can tell. I'm going to give him a 5. Aubameyang, to be fair, there was no service for him. The creativity is just wasn't there. And, Odegaard is capable of playing that number 10 role if we give him the time. He can shine in that position, but I just think the way we were set up, it's just set up to not lose. And yeah, we got that sublime free kick scored by Odegaard, but other than that, Aubameyang's contribution to the team, yeah, just not enough. I'm going to score him a 4, if I'm being honest. The substitutions, Maitland-Niles came on. You can see the mobility in his game, but I'm going to give him a standard 5. Didn't think he came on and made such much impact in the game. The other substitution, like I said, didn't come on. Who came off? Nuno Tavares. I'll tell you what. He made a great interception and he went on this gallop and run. Just the speed of him. Just the speed of this guy is just amazing. And then he got to the final third, the rush of blood into the head, and he goes and does a stupid thing by taking a long-range shot on his weaker foot when he should have laid it off to an Arsenal player. Other than that, he did make a bit of an impact. I'm going to give him a 6. And that's for his effort. The other substitution, did we make 3 subs? I don't think Gabriel Martinelli even came on. The right back, did we take up Tomiyasu? No, we didn't. Don't remember Cedric coming on. Don't remember. Nah, I think that's that's the substitutions done. Now the manager, he picked a formation at 4 in the name of 4-1-4-1. Yeah, it worked a treat in the first half, but second half we came under the cosh too many times, especially the first 10 up to the first 25 minutes. We wasted opportunities, hit them on the counter attack, and we didn't do enough with the tactics. And I thought there's something that Mikel needed to change. Other than that, I'll just give the manager a 7 because it wasn't a good performance at all. It was just about above okay-ish. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. The referee, I'll tell you what, I like the way he handled that VAR situation. He got it completely spot on. He allowed the game to flow. I think there were a couple of bookings, one involving an Arsenal player and then maybe a couple involving Burnley players. Other than that, he let the game flow. I'm going to give him a 7.5. I don't give referees that much. Anyway, moving on to the supporters at the away end. Absolutely tremendous support. They kept going from second go to the second end. They got behind the team as they did, and that's what's been asked of them. They travelled to Burnley, the northwest of England, where we are not great there. I'm going to give them a 10 out of 10. So, this concludes my player ratings. And yet again, ladies, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I'd like to thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And it's also saving the best to last. As I always say, thank you for putting up with me again. Love you guys. Other than that, the previews for the Wimbledon game and the North London derby against them scumbags down the road. Yeah, I can't wait for it. This week is going to be proper fun. And the contents as well, yeah? Just remember to like, comment, share, and last but not least, subscribe. If you subscribe, I'll shout you out, yeah? Especially when I get to 1,000 subscribers. I can't wait. Keep subscribing to the channel and let this channel grow with your help. And I will help you guys by keeping it consistently daily. Take care of your friends. Take care of your families. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. As I always say again, peace, love, and bless again. Until next time, I'm done. Please be nice.